is Kitakyushu's coming-of-age ceremony so rough? Kitakyushu's coming-of-age ceremony, a unique tradition, explained. Kitakyushu, a city located in the Fukuoka prefecture of Japan, is known for its distinctive and somewhat rough coming-of-age ceremony. This annual event, celebrated on the second Monday of January, is a rite of passage for young Japanese citizens who have turned 20 years old, marking their official entry into adulthood. While coming-of-age ceremonies are held throughout Japan, Kitakyushu's version stands out for its unconventional and somewhat boisterous nature. To understand why Kitakyushu's ceremony is so rough, we need to delve into the historical, cultural, and social factors that have shaped this unique tradition. Historical origins. The roots of Kitakyushu's rough coming-of-age ceremony can be traced back to the city's industrial past. Kitakyushu was once a major industrial hub with a thriving steel industry. During the post-war period, the city experienced rapid industrialization and urbanization, attracting a young and dynamic workforce. Many young people moved to Kitakyushu in search of employment opportunities in the steel mills and related industries. The steel worker influence, the city's industrial environment, had a significant influence on the character of its coming-of-age ceremony. Steel workers, known for their toughness and resilience, formed a substantial part of the population. These workers were often exposed to physically demanding and hazardous working conditions, which forged a culture of ruggedness and camaraderie among them. As a result, when their children came of age, the ceremony naturally reflected these qualities. Traditional elements with a twist. Like other Japanese coming-of-age ceremonies, Kitakyushu's event includes traditional elements such as wearing furisode, colorful kimono for young women, and hegama traditional pants for young men. However, what sets it apart is the rowdy and spirited behavior that accompanies these formalities. Young adults often engage in energetic and sometimes rough activities, which can include rowdy dancing, loud cheers, and even playful shoving, embracing youthful energy. The roughness of Kitakyushu's coming-of-age ceremony can be seen as an embrace of youthful energy and exuberance. It's a reflection of the city's ethos, where resilience and determination have historically been valued qualities. Young people in Kitakyushu are encouraged to express themselves and celebrate their transition into adulthood with enthusiasm. Community bonding. The roughness of the ceremony also fosters a sense of community and togetherness in a society where conformity and politeness often prevail. Kitakyushu's coming-of-age ceremony allows young adults to break free from these constraints, if only for a day. It provides an opportunity for them to bond with their peers and revel in the shared experience of becoming adults. Adapting to changing times. While the rough nature of the ceremony has its roots in Kitakyushu's industrial past, the city has evolved over the years. The decline of the steel industry and the shift towards a more diversified economy have transformed the city's character. Nonetheless, the coming-of-age ceremony's roughness endures as a testament to the city's heritage and as a nod to its industrial legacy, controversy, and criticism. It's worth noting that Kitakyushu's coming-of-age ceremony has not been without controversy. Some critics argue that the rowdy behavior can sometimes cross the line into unruliness and even violence. There have been instances of injuries and damage to property. During the celebration, efforts have been made to strike a balance between preserving the tradition and ensuring the safety of participants and bystanders. Conclusion. In conclusion, Kitakyushu's rough coming-of-age ceremony is a unique and vibrant tradition, deeply rooted in the city's industrial history and culture. It reflects the resilience and camaraderie of its people, while providing young adults with a memorable and spirited transition into adulthood. As Kitakyushu continues to evolve, this tradition serves as a reminder of its industrial past and the enduring spirit of its residents. Certainly, let's delve deeper into the historical origins of Kitakyushu's rough coming-of-age ceremony, industrialization, and the birth of Kitakyushu. The historical backdrop of Kitakyushu's distinctive coming-of-age ceremony is closely tied to the city's industrialization. During the Meiji era, 18,681,912, Japan underwent significant modernization and industrial development. Kitakyushu, with its strategic location and abundant natural resources, emerged as a key player in this transformation. Steel mills and heavy industry. One of the defining features of Kitakyushu's industrial landscape was the establishment of massive steel mills. The city became home to major steel production facilities, such as Yawata Steel Works, now part of Nippon Steel Corporation, which was one of Japan's largest steel mills. The steel industry brought immense prosperity and a surge of employment opportunities to the region. Influx of a young workforce. As Kitakyushu's reputation as an industrial powerhouse grew, it attracted a wave of young workers from various parts of Japan. These young adults were drawn to the city's booming steel mills and heavy industries, hoping to secure stable employment and a promising future. They played a pivotal role in the city's economic growth, impact on culture and tradition. The influx of young workers into Kitakyushu contributed to the development of a unique local culture. The steel workers, in particular, were known for their resilience and dedication to their jobs. They formed tight-knit communities within the city, which cultivated a sense of camaraderie and shared experiences. The role of steel worker values. The values and characteristics associated with steel worker stillness, perseverance, and a strong sense of community gradually influenced various aspects of Kitakyushu's culture, including its coming-of-age ceremony. The ceremony became a reflection of these values, often taking on a rough and spirited character. Adaptation of tradition. While the core elements of a traditional coming-of-age ceremony were retained, the Kitakyushu version adapted to incorporate the city's industrial identity. This adaptation is evident in the rowdy behavior, spirited celebrations, and sometimes boisterous activities that characterize the event. Changing economic landscape. Over time, the economic landscape of Kitakyushu began to shift. The steel industry, which had been the lifeblood of the city, faced challenges such as international competition and changing market dynamics. Consequently, the city diversified its economy, focusing on technology, manufacturing, and other sectors, preserving heritage. Despite these changes, the rough coming-of-age ceremony persisted as a way of preserving the industrial heritage and the values associated with it. It serves as a reminder of Kitakyushu's historical roots and the resilience of its people in the face of economic challenges. Cultural continuity and evolution. Today, Kitakyushu continues to celebrate its coming-of-age ceremony with a mix of tradition and modernity. While the steel industry's prominence has waned, the ceremony remains a testament to the city's history and a symbol of its enduring spirit. It has evolved to strike a balance between preserving tradition and adapting to contemporary sensibilities. In summary, Kitakyushu's rough coming-of-age ceremony has its historical origins deeply intertwined with the city's industrialization and the values of its steel workers. It is a reflection of the city's heritage, resilience, and the enduring influence of its industrial past on its culture and traditions.